Hi there, YouTube. So, since I started the Kingdom Melody Analysis video series about a year ago, people have been asking me to take a look at their newer songs. And I haven't done it. Mainly because there is still so much material in the old songbooks left to get to. I mean, there is so much. But today, I happened across this music video while I was doing research for another Kingdom Melody Analysis video, and I never thought I would say this, but I literally can't even. So it's called I Keep Your Reminders, which immediately makes me think of someone who hoards Post-it notes or something. Or maybe it's somebody who has a ridiculous crush on their boss and saves everything he's ever touched. Like, I don't know. It's goofy. It's goofy in the extreme. Now, first of all, the first thing I had to get over was my absolute shock that the Jehovah's Witnesses are doing Christian music videos. Do they not know that this sort of thing peaked in the late 90s when artists like DC Talk and Michael W. Smith kind of jumped the shark? It's just like the same thing as their foray into televangelism with the broadcast, I guess. I mean, this is directly copying things and methods that false religion has used for years, while the Jehovah's Witnesses were ridiculing them and making fun of them and condemning them for it the entire time. But I guess it's okay when they do it? I don't know. This is kind of a bluesy sounding song too, which blows my ever-loving mind because I once got counseled for adapting a Kingdom Melody in this very way. I got yelled at, and now it's okay? What?
What should I do?
You should say thank you, lady. That's what you should do. Do you even have to ask this question?
Who should I look to?
Why do you have to look to anyone here? Aren't you smart enough to decide for yourself whether you want to be gracious to someone who's been kind to you or not? I mean, at first, I thought that this was just a holiday card, and I was cringing for the rest of the video in hopes that this lady wasn't going to be horrible to whoever gave it to her.
This could just be harmless, could be respectable. There may be no need for me to reject it all.
Wait, so the only respectable party is an office potluck? What?
Oh, what is the right course for me? Which path will it be?
And this is the point at which I completely lost it and started laughing like a hyena. This lady is clearly approaching 40, if not a little bit older than that, which is perfectly fine, but she at this point in her life should be capable of making a choice over whether to accept a completely innocent invitation from a coworker without this much angst, y'all. This is not a life or death choice. This is not picking a path that's gonna alter her whole life. Come on. And there is no freaking way that that is her voice. No way.
What should I do? Take which point of view?
Okay, I want you to contrast the environment of the office that you saw earlier in the video with the Kingdom Hall. Wow. I mean, the Kingdom Hall is drab and uninviting and sad. Did they do this on purpose? Surely not.
It could be excessive with many dangers there. All the kinds of things that could prove to be a snare.
And here we have Debbie Downer, who is so squeaky clean and square that she cannot even have a beer or dance. Like, there's no crazy debauchery going on here, people. This lady is just got a stick up her ass. Oh, there might be snares like beer and dancing. Oh. Clearly, she has never been to a Jehovah's Witness wedding because they have alcohol and dancing in copious quantities, as I recall. Also, this is like no office party ever. I have been to quite a few office parties in my time, and I've never been to one where they have dancing, mood lighting, and alcohol in the actual office. This is just so stupid. If they were going to have a real party like that, it wouldn't be in the office on top of the freaking copier. I mean, this is so dumb. It's so dumb. Also, none of the people in this party scene are doing anything remotely bad, wrong, or even questionable. They're just socializing and having fun. Why all the unnecessary shaming and guilting? This is just stupid.
Oh, what is the right cause for me? Jehovah, give ear to my plea.
This melody is irritatingly repetitive. Which is a red flag for brainwashing material, by the way. It's so annoying. And again, it is utterly silly that she's walking through the forest singing to Jehovah about what choice she should make. This is not a major life decision, lady. Put on your big girl panties and get on with it. If you want to go, go. If you don't, say no thanks. It's as simple as that.
Keep your reminders, and I love them dearly. I'll treasure them every day, monthly, yearly.
Look at me. Look at me. I need everyone to look at me. I have an electronic device capable of holding 40,000 books, but I'm still flipping through the Bible with one hand because I want to make sure everybody knows what I'm reading. Ask me what I'm doing, please, so I can preach to you. This isn't something you treasure, guys. It's not. This is done out of fear, obligation, and guilt. Nobody does this crap because they enjoy it. It is not normal.
All the things I have heard in accord with your word, help me understand.
Seriously, though, she is agonizing over this invitation. She really wants to go, and she's paralyzed by fear. This is so sad.
I know what's required.
Oh my God. Now she's reading from the iPad, but holding it on top of the Bible. Because even at home, there has to be some way to signal that she's reading the New World Translation and not 50 Shades of Grey or something.
I'd better inquire. I don't want to act in a way to cause offense, but it sounds like there likely would be consequence.
What does this mean? Is she going to ask the person who invited her about the expected level of debauchery? I mean, good grief. I mean, I'll give her credit. At least she cares about not offending her coworker, who is really just being nice. But the line about consequence is also kind of weird. What consequences is she worried about? Because what would actually happen if she said yes to this invitation and went to her office holiday party? Nothing. That's what would actually happen. She might have fun. She might see that worldly people are actually human beings. I mean, it's like Jehovah's Witnesses think that if they're around someone who does something bad, they have to join in. I mean, this is ridiculous. Look, if you go to a party and some stuff goes down that you don't want to be a part of, guess what you do? Leave. But that is not what she's actually worried about, right? When she says consequence, she's worried about getting in trouble with the elders. Someone might find out that she went and tattle on her, and then she'd be investigated and counseled and probably punished. This is insane, y'all.
It's clear what's the right course for me. The key, the guarantee.
The key to what? What is being guaranteed? I really want to know. I had to stop that. I'm confused. And also annoyed by the endless repetition of the same three notes over and over and over.
Keep your reminders, and I
she going to go? Is she going to get drunk and commit fornication? Oh, she looks so sad, y'all. She really wanted to go.
I keep your reminders, and I love them dearly. They strengthen my heart and help me to see clearly.
So her solution is to have a dinner party with all the people from the Kingdom Hall. Wholesome family fun. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's great, except that it's not the only type of socializing there is, particularly for a woman who is seemingly single. I think it's sad that the only option this lady has is cooking dinner for 15 people. I mean, there would have been nothing wrong with going to the work party that she wanted to go to.
As I read day and night, my life fills up with light.
Really. They love to say this, how happy they are and how their lives are so well lit or whatever. But those of us who've been Jehovah's Witnesses can tell you it's not like that. That's the image they want you to have. So you'll listen to their message and eventually join them. But it's not like that at all. There's even more shame and unnecessary fear and angst over everyday decisions than is even depicted here. There is a shocking degree of untreated mental illness and many, many people taking medications to cope, and many, many suicides as a result of this highly restrictive, high-control cult. It's not some joyous, wonderful, light-filled utopia.
I've got you by my side as I think of your might.
As she thinks of his might? What does that mean? What does that have to do with anything? Does it mean she's afraid of what Jehovah might do to her through the congregation if she actually does something fun?
Things I have heard in accord with your word, help me understand.
Look at that side eye. Oh, Jehovah, you're such a kidder. I'm loving my life here alone in my apartment doing dishes for the 15 people who just left. I feel so fulfilled and holy and good and better than all those awful worldly people. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is just, it's just so weird. When did they start doing this? It's gonna take me a while to like recover from watching this crap.